Yo, what is going on, everybody? Welcome to the Max and Juan Cast MJC show. Max, how you doing today, my brother?
I'm hungry to talk about some foosball. Let's go, baby.
Some foosball. We doing NFC South today, man.
I don't know how you feel about this division as a whole.
It's one of the lesser ones.
If there was a quarterback or two in this division, but maybe it's Bakey.
Maybe. It's going to be interesting. We'll make it interesting, all right? That's
all we
joy.
fucking do right here.
That's the joy of football, man. That's the joy of the MJC show.
The MJC universe.
Welcome to the channel, guys. If you guys are new to the channel, go ahead and hit that subscribe button, hit that like button, comment down below if you guys have any thoughts, opinions, or analysis on topic at hand. Welcome to the divisional preview. The marathon, the series, whatever you want to call it, man. We back at it. We back at it again.
Damn, Daniel.
Anything you want to talk about before we get into it?
I have some very interesting thoughts about the Panthers, but I don't want to get ahead of myself because, like we always do, what do? We start from the top and work our way down to that bottom. And
exactly. Tampa Bay Buccaneers. We're going to start with the division winner of last year. Head coach Todd Bowles, new head coach. Not new to the system, though. Not new to the team. He winds up taking a ladder up because Bruce Arians taking a step down. Still with
taking a step up to that offense, that front office.
DC is Todd Bowles still. He's probably going to be calling the plays.
Byron Leftwich is the OC. In case we didn't mention it. I can't remember if you said it or not.
And then last year they went 13-4, lost to the Rams in the divisional.
Crazy game. With the one where Tom Brady was stripping the fucking ball out and throwing touchdowns. And
you know what? This is gonna be interesting because we're gonna see fucking Max's Tom Brady hate come out. Shout out to my uncle out there, man. He loves Brady, bro. And he cringes every time you talk bad about him.
Does he?
Oh, yeah.
Hope he's fucking cringing his little head off, bro. If it's the uncle I'm thinking of, I hope you're cringing. You like that?
All right, let's get into it. Storylines. Bruce Arians out, Todd Bowles in.
I think it's a good thing. I think Tom Brady would have stayed retired with Bruce Arians. I think we kind of have those rumors of him going to Skyami.
I think that was definitely a Brady-driven move. Bruce Arians, I think
he's a little lax for Brady.
I don't think he's lax.
I think Brady's used to that iron fist type shit. Like, hey,
I don't think so.
You don't think so?
I think it's just because it's Bruce Arians is not invested into Tom Brady like Tom Brady wants to be invested in. Like,
so are you saying Tom Brady needs love and care? Some TLC.
I think he just wants the sense of respect of like, this shit don't work without me. So this shit doesn't move.
So you're saying
Bruce Arians is like, fuck you, we'll run with fucking Gabbert, motherfucker.
So
What's
Bruce
up?
Arians is like, you don't get that TLC, you get that TLD, tenderloin,
Yeah.
Wow, okay.
That's how I think.
I get that logic. I mean, if Tom Brady, what do you need the coach's approval for? Like, you're good enough. You've won 8 Super Bowls, whatever the fuck he's won. No. This team has one thing in my mind, bro. You got to win that shit, or anything less than a Super Bowl is a failure. Tom Brady's 45. It's just the last year. I mean, no. So you disagree that anything other than a Super Bowl is a failure?
Yeah, I don't think so.
You think Tom Brady comes back for anything less than a chance?
I think this is definitely his last year with the Bucs. I'll tell you that much. I don't think it's his last year playing. I think it's his last year with the Bucs.
You're already starting the rumor, and it's July, whatever. I don't want to say the date.
He's going to the Niners. I think he will be a Niner. He'll either be a Niner or a Dolphin.
Trey Area.
If Trey Area winds up being bad, or Tua winds up being bad, which I think
he already wanted to go to Miami.
Is there a world that Tua and Trey just wind up blossoming? I think one has to be bad and one has to be good. There's no world.
If I was you, I would have bet my soul on that, but I will not. I shall not. I shouldn't.
But yeah, man, I don't think it's Super Bowl or bust. I don't think it's that big. They've already won a championship. They got the job done. Tom Brady has nothing else to prove. I think from this point on, it's just all like, it's sickening. Like, it's Michael Jordan sickening. Like, I want more.
Who's Tom Brady chasing? Bill Russell?
He's chasing himself.
Bill Russell. He's like, I gotta get that 11. I gotta get 12.
Bro, it's ridiculous. Look, they're running it back. They have the team to do it. I don't care about the Gronk retirement. He's gonna come back. I still believe.
I
Gronk
don't think he
play.
is. I think he's got a lovely girlfriend that he wants to love.
I don't think that matters.
She needs that TLC and maybe the TLD for all we know. So Gronk's out. Ali Marpet's out. Shaq Mason came in to replace.
Shout out to Ali Marpet on a side note, man.
Do you remember watching him at the combine and he had the big 40 time and everyone was like, oh, this guy's good. Oh, some key additions we should have mentioned, but Logan Hall, defensive lineman, second round pick or first round pick. Shaq Mason, Russell Gage from Atlanta, Akeem Hicks from the Bears, basically replacing Ndamukong Suh.
Yeah.
I like that.
I like all of it.
I like it all, yeah.
With them, man, it's really just running it back. I sound like a broken record, but they have retained almost everyone for this little 2-year window after the Super Bowl.
Sorry, AB.
Except for AB.
You couldn't come.
Yeah. Well, AB for
you
other
walked
reasons.
up. You're what's his thing? What's his is he a gremlin or something?
Yeah, super gremlin. But the offense is ready to go, man. Leonard Fournette. I really love the Rashad White pick.
I like him too. I think he's gonna be something. Too.
Who?
I like Keyshawn Vaughn. Think he's solid.
Yeah.
Scotty Too Hottie Miller might get some playing.
Bernard's still there. Wide receiving core, they're not gonna have Chris Godwin.
For a chunk. He'll be back, but he's going to miss some time with the torn ACL.
Mike Evans, a little bit longer in the tooth. Tyler Johnson, hey, he's a blossom guy.
You think?
Oh, yeah.
You're
planting
your seed in him to blossom.
Exactly. Brashard Perriman, shout out to my boy. Scotty Too Hottie Miller.
Fucking Brashard. For those of you who don't know, Juan used to pick him every year in Madden because he had 99 speed. So this is my gem.
Exactly. They pick up Russell Gage, who I think is an underrated pickup.
Yeah.
I think Russell Gage is basically a better version of Scotty Miller.
I think so too. Yeah. He's just been kind of toiling away in Atlanta for too long.
Yeah. And they just get an absolute steal with Shaq Mason. I love the offensive line.
I'm saying Brady had dirt. He was like, hey, give me Shaq. I won't leak this time. You freaking beat me up in practice or something. And I think the defense, on a side note, is just, it's the same and it's a little different, a little better. I think if Devin White can have a big year, that would really go a long way.
I want more from Devin White.
Right? I think the Devins in general, Devin White and Devin Bush, have been, when they're on, but they've been underwhelming.
Yeah.
Not consistent.
I would say Devin White is considered to be one of the most overrated players in the league. And I'm not scared to say that. I really do think so.
You think it's because he's like 92 speed in Madden and everyone processes, he's fast, he's good. He's fast, he's good.
And Levante David makes him look really good.
I agree.
I think a lot of the stuff that Levante
he went out last year, that was when it was like, oh, what's happening right now with Devin
Exactly.
White?
He got exposed. And they lost Jordan Whitehead.
That's a loss to me.
But they pick up Logan.
I like Jordan Whitehead right now more.
Oh, yeah, most definitely.
He just had that physicality. And, I mean, he made so many big plays for them, dude. And remember, didn't he force the fumble? Or no, it was Winfield. But he popped out. Like, he gets fumbles and stuff. And I like Winfield. That's a guy I would say is going to blossom even more.
Yeah. And I think a guy like Keanu O'Neal, like they have a lot of interchangeable guys, even though they lost Jordan Whitehead. Mike Edwards is still a good player. Carlton Davis and Jamil Dean. I love both of those guys. Sean Murphy Bunting, great as well. A guy that I want to hit on who is a blossom guy for me that can really turn into something special, Joe Tyron.
First round pick from last year, right?
Yeah. Yes, I think he's going to be huge for them.
They need some pass rush, man.
They lost JPP.
Yeah. And I mean, JPP was long in the tooth, so they've drafted his guy a little bit earlier. So if he can come on and shine, I'll go a long way. And this is a team built for the postseason. We got pass rush, decent corners, big hog mollies. You're not going to move on either side. And I mean, they got the best right tackle in football for my money. Maybe second best. The best guy plays in the division, Rams check.
But with all that said, I think they're going to do it. Like, they're going to be in the mix to win the Super Bowl, obviously. They got the talent to do it. I think
weak division too helps.
Weak division, weak NFC, honestly. Let's be real.
I think there's a couple teams in the NFC West that scare you, but everyone else is kind of
Yeah. And even the teams in the NFC West, a lot of question marks there. But we'll get into that when we talk about the NFC West. Okay, over-under for this team, which is kind of surprising. It's high, 11-5. 11-5, excuse me. 11 and a half wins.
I think they're going to make the playoffs, be the first team in their division. I'm going to go under.
I was thinking under. I'm gonna go over. My best case scenario is 14 wins. That's how highly I think of them.
I think my best case for them would be 13. And I think that's just, the team's reloaded. They just do their job. It's not like I think avoiding injuries, really. This is the only team it kind of matters for. Yeah. Because we kind of know what they are. And worst case for me is like 10. 10 and they still win their division and Brady gets hurt somehow.
And I think Tampa Bay is one of these teams, just Tom Brady in general.
It's kind of a machine.
Yeah, and he doesn't lay off the gas. He's not prone to like, we're gonna sit.
I'm gonna have a beer.
Yeah,
I'm gonna have my avocado ice cream that has super high fiber, so I can shit good.
He's like, fuck that. I'm gonna fucking win this game.
Yeah.
It's funny that we bring up that they're in a weak division. Are they gonna beat New Orleans finally? Is Tom Brady gonna?
I think New Orleans, if you want to transition there, is sneaky.
Sneaky. Okay.
I've seen crab legs, and I have seen them with my fixed eyes.
All right. What was your worst case scenario for the Bucs?
10 wins and they win the division.
Okay.
It's not that bad.
Yeah, not bad. I got 9. I think for sure I can't see a world that they don't make the playoffs. Let's go to the Saints. The Saints, I think the biggest headline here is Sean Payton gone.
Yeah. Dennis Allen in.
DA. OC is Pete Carmichael.
He's been there a long time, right?
Yeah.
Been there
and DC is Ryan Nelson.
But for lack of a better term, it's Dennis Allen.
It's DC or DA.
DA.
DA. Last year they went 9-8, second in the division, missed the playoffs. This was a hard-nosed team. They had one of the best defenses in the league.
Had awful luck with quarterback injuries, and I mean Ian Book on Monday Night Football. Who could forget?
Yeah,
that performance.
And you know what? They fucking reloaded, man. Because we're gonna pop up some of the key additions that they had: Chris Olave, Trevor Penning, Tyrann Mathieu, Jarvis Landry, and your boy Marcus May.
I love the hometown flavor of Jarvis and Tyrann. They got the LSU boys coming. I like it, and I love how their receiver room is literally Ohio State guys. Mike can guard Mike Thomas, who, let's be real, needs to come back in a big way. Traquan Smith and Chris Olave. They have 3 Ohio State guys.
As crazy as this sounds, I don't think they need Michael Thomas. Truthfully,
no, I'm saying for him.
Oh.
I'm saying for him, yeah. They've done fine without him.
Yeah.
They haven't really skipped it. I mean,
I would trade him.
I would too. But who would take him?
Yeah. That's going to be hard. If he winds up having a great first couple games, I would trade him as soon as possible. I would get the most out of him. Alvin Kamara, drop-off year?
I think there's going to be a drop-off here because he might be going to the commissioner's exempt list and being suspended for that fight on the Pro Bowl, which was one of the more bizarre things. Yeah. I mean, he kind of had a bad year last year. Let's be real. Like, he was hurt. The offense was kind of Alvin Kamara eccentric. So, yeah, I would expect Alvin Kamara to be suspended a few games. Yeah. And that's going to hurt their team. I don't think it's a death sentence because they got Mark Ingram. They got some guys who can run the ball down there. I like Dwayne Washington. I like Troy Jones. I'm not really worried. Tony Jones, excuse me.
Do you like Jameis?
I like Jameis. My eyes are fixed. Where's the camera? Oh, there it is. Do you want to get crab legs for lunch today?
No.
Do you want to steal them?
We'll steal them like Jameis did.
All right, come on, dog. Come on, let's go.
But I like Jameis. I don't love Jameis.
You gotta love him. Famous Jameis.
What bothers me is that he is just one of these quarterbacks when the game's on the line. He is just not a good quarterback. And I feel like that's where you earn your money in the NFL. Like, how are you on money down?
But I don't think he got a chance really last year. I mean, they were rolling with him.
He got hurt. Yeah, he got hurt. But I'm saying just in general with Tampa Bay.
Yeah, I know.
He's been in the league for a long time, Max. Like,
was 8th year?
Yeah, he's been in it for a while. So, do I think they can make the playoffs? Yes. Their fucking roster is fucking great. I just wish their quarterback was a little bit better.
Are you going to miss Taysom Hill at quarterback?
Yes.
I'll miss him too.
And most of all, I'm going to miss Sean Payton. This is the team. How long has Sean Payton been there?
05.
It's fucking long ass time.
I mean, I'll look it up real quick.
It's a lot of different things.
He was there when Reggie Bush was there.
Yes. Like, it's been a minute. So, that's a big culture shock for a locker room.
But
Just an organization in general.
I get that, but maybe I would say he's kind of set the team up pretty good. And he's been there since 2006, so he's been there 15 years. And here's what I'll say.
It's a big change.
One, I think it's super weird that they're already talking about him coming back to a different team in 2023, which I think that's kind of a weird look for him to have. But I love what this team is, bro. They're warriors in the trenches. They have top 5 O-line. They lost Teron Smith. All right, we're just going to go get a monster, someone you love. Trevor Penning.
Yeah.
They have Andrews Pete, McCoy, Ruiz, Ramczyk. Damn, that's really good. They have the good sits. And then their front 7, I mean, if you want to go to the defense, bro, it's stacked to the gills.
It's great. Look, Dennis Allen's going to have some fun with this defense.
He been having fun with the defense.
Dennis Allen, the defensive-minded coach, is not the issue.
Well, talk to me about the head coach. What did you see that made
He's not a leader of men.
What did you hate about him so vividly that I repeat that one was like F Dennis Allen for 4 years every time you saw his picture?
I just felt like he didn't handle any situation that had to do with the bigger picture like an adult. Like, I just felt like he never had an answer for anything. Scheme-wise, football IQ, it's there. But what happens when you're the head coach, Max?
That's when you have to be what you said.
It's the bigger picture. You have to
take the long view of the game.
Exactly.
And take the long view with relationships that you have to deal with and stuff. And
exactly. And I just don't think he handled all of that well. Now,
long time ago.
That was a long time ago.
Yeah.
And a way worse team than the Raiders. I mean, the Raiders were
way
worse. Not even close. Not even close, okay? But, for instance, the biggest situation that I had a problem with was how he handled the Matt Schaub, Derek Carr situation.
Okay.
I hated how he...
Give me a brief summary of how he handled it.
I just felt like time and time again, he wanted Schaub to be the starting quarterback. And the way that he talked about Schaub being the quarterback affected the team. Like, Derek Carr was obviously the better quarterback. Not even from fucking the game. Like, we all know, like, Derek Carr had that amazing Week 4 game, and that basically sealed it against the Seahawks preseason. That's how Carr won the job. But even in training camp, Matt Shaw wasn't even fucking throwing. Like, and when he did throw, it was terrible. He was throwing pick sixes in practice. So just the way he handled that, the way he handled the media, he was timid. Like, he didn't speak with confidence.
Yeah, once Matt Schwab caught that pick six bug, he
caught
that motherfucker.
He caught that like the Rona fucking.
Yeah, oh my God.
Like the U.S. caught Rona.
Yeah, it was pretty bad. But no, I get you. And I think, people change and people grow.
People definitely change.
So I think it's something to keep an eye on, for sure. When I watch the Saints this year, especially in the beginning, I want to see how the team responds to him. If he gets them fired up, we'll tell a lot. And, there's a lot riding on the quarterback position, but there's talent everywhere.
Because the thing that scares me is like, is it going to be the defense versus the offense on their own team? Like, is their defense going to be their own team?
Yeah, exactly. I get you.
Kind of like the Seahawks were with Pete Carroll. It was like there were two separate fucking teams.
Yeah, they just basically.
It was like, okay, the offense does this thing, but the defense, like,
it reminds me of the 85 Bears too, where it's like defense, like, we're our own team, bro.
Exactly. Let's go to some over-unders.
7.5 is the over-under for the Saints. I'm gonna be honest. I thought that was so freaking low for dude. They had horrible quarterback play last year. Went 9-8.
I think it's the Dennis Allen aspect. I think you're underrating it a little bit much. I think that's what Vegas sees, and I think Vegas knows that Dennis Allen is a fucking train wreck waiting to happen.
Over-under.
I went under.
Wow.
I can't trust it. They're playing Tampa Bay. I don't think Tampa Bay is gonna lose. They're gonna get swept again.
What's the best case for you?
Best case, I got 10 wins.
I agree 100%. 10-7, they sneak into the playoffs is my best case. And that's Jameis has a great year. Kamara comes back from suspension pretty quick and not too bad. Receiver room is elite. Defense is just what they've been.
Yeah.
Worst case for you?
Worst case, I think Andy Dalton winds up starting by like week 8, and they win 6 games.
I would say worst case is like 5 or 6 in that range. Yeah. And that's like Jameis is like, let me throw my picks.
Yeah.
Kamara is suspended a long time, and the defense kind of takes a step back because Dennis Allen's kind of a train wreck, like you said.
Yeah, they're a talented team, man. I wish they got Deshaun Watson. Honestly,
I guess New Orleans wasn't good enough for him. Truthfully, I don't know.
I just wish New Orleans had a really great quarterback. But hey, like you said, famous Jameis, you got faith. Maybe they can pull it off.
I'm gonna show you how much faith I have a little later on.
We'll see. All right, let's move on to the Atlanta Falcons. Atlanta Falcons bringing back Arthur Smith.
Second year on the job.
Second year OC David Ragoon and DC
Dean Pease.
Yeah, Dean Pease.
It looks weird when it's typed out. Dean Pease.
Last year, 7-9, third in the division, missed the playoffs. But hey, the Atlanta Falcons were fighters. A lot of people don't realize the Atlanta Falcons went 7-9, and they had a chance to go to the playoffs the last week of the season.
Mm-hmm. And they lost a really late game to San Francisco. We were like, damn, they had a chance to win that game.
It was tough. They were fighting they had Frisco on the ropes.
They basically did. Yeah.
And some of the key additions that they brought in, a lot of draftees here, but some key free agents. Drake London, Arnold Ibikiti, QB Marcus Mariota, drafted Desmond Ridder, and signed cornerback former Raider Casey Hayward.
I really love Drake. Meet me at the London.
Yeah.
One of our favorite receivers, one of our favorite watches. I love their pass catchers if we can dive into the storylines real quick.
Yeah.
Auden Tate, 6'5". Drake London, 6'5", borderline 6'6". Kyle Pitts, 6'6". They don't have accurate quarterbacks, so what they gonna do? Throw that shit up.
Throw it up.
Throw it back. Throw it up. Just go get the
Brian
damn
Edwards,
ball.
another throw it up guy.
Throw it up. If this wasn't the throw it up all-stars, I don't know what is. Now, obviously, the big question is...
I think that's what we're going to call them throughout the season.
Throw that
the Atlanta throw it ups.
I like it. Obviously the big question is with Matt Ryan gone, Mariota and Ridder, can they even get the ball to these guys? Mariota, I think, is competent. He's going to get hurt probably at some year. And Ridder is just a freaking wild card. He's so polarizing. Would it surprise you if he was really good?
No.
Would it surprise you if he was really bad?
Exactly.
Exactly.
Yeah. A lot of guys had him number one as their quarterback coming out.
I don't know about that, but
I
think he has that little air of like, hey, I'm the best MFer out here.
Right. That's what everyone's talking
Big
about.
dick energy.
Exactly. He went crazy on the interview part.
Yeah.
You know what? Besides the quarterback position, I really like this team. And I think they have talent on so many places. It's just going to take some time to rebuild and get there. I think they're like a year ahead schedule from Houston. Like they're just a little bit ahead just because they have a tiny bit more talent.
The difference is, though, the quarterback's much more in the air than Houston has like a little confidence. Here you're like,
how would you would have felt if Deshaun Watson came here?
I'd have been like, this team could maybe
they would have been
the playoffs.
Interesting.
He would have been like, holy shit, I can throw to all these tall guys.
And that's what happened, Max. That's what basically happened.
They got spurned.
Yeah, they did. They went all in for a chance at Deshaun. Deshaun said, I'm willing to come to Atlanta. And they said, you know what? All right, fuck what we had planned. We're going all in.
Didn't they have like a Falcon jersey of Deshaun?
Yep.
Or Deshaun had a Falcon jersey.
It was close. I heard it was super close.
I think so too, man. The offense is pretty good for me. Like the O-line, Jake Matthews solid. Mayfield's okay. Hennessy, Lindstrom, and McCurry, I think they're pretty solid. The defense, this is where you can kind of tell there's a little bit of talent missing, but there's also some talent at key spots. Like cornerback, 2 good corners. Casey Hayward played out of his mind last year. A little regression's normal, but he'll still be good. AJ Terrell, he's a star. Star in the making, superstar, about to be one. Grady Jarrett, all he does is get shit done.
Underrated.
Deion Jones is solid. Rashawn Evans is solid. Yeah. That's really the
Eddie Goldman.
Eddie Goldman, he's okay. He hasn't really been what he was. Richie Grant's like fun rookie coming out. Yeah. The defense is going to be a little rough, but you know what? They didn't give up any explosive pass plays last year. So they have something they can do well. And I like Arthur Brown. I thought he coached his ass off last year.
He's one of the best play callers I know. And he used Cordell Patterson amazing.
C-P, one of my all-pros.
I want to have this conversation. Is C-P a Hall of Famer?
No, sorry.
You don't think so?
No.
Is he a Hall of Famer in the criteria of a Hall of Famer now? Not your Hall of Fame.
Like, so he'd just be a kick returner?
Yeah.
No,
No?
No. I mean, how many can be on the team? Like, so, like...
You know he's on the all-decade team, right?
Yeah, I know. But has there ever been a return guy purely elected for return ability?
Yes.
Who's that?
Devin Hester.
He's on the Hall of
He's
Fame?
going to get in there.
Okay. If Devin Hester's in there, how different's the gap between Hester and him?
I don't think it's that big.
I think it's pretty big. Because Hester was punts, kicks, the most dangerous man. I think if C-Flash-P came in with Hester, he'd be a Hall of Famer, but they kind of eliminated kickoffs for him. I don't know. I think return specialists have a place in the Hall of Fame. Do you think Matthew Slater's a Hall of Famer?
To the requirements and how it is to be a Hall of Famer, yes.
If I would say this, if you're building a Hall of Fame team and you needed that position, Matthew Slater plays. He's a Hall of Famer.
Yes.
So, and
is he in our Hall of Fame? A lot of the guys who are in the Hall of Fame want to be Hall of Famers in our Hall of Fame.
Yeah. So
let's be real. But Cordell Patterson, he's a Hall of Famer.
He's got
a
case to be made.
Yeah.
I love the second half of his career where I think he got maligned by the coaching staffs. Like, he came a little too early. Yeah. He might be someone we might have to do an MJC original about.
That'll be a fun one.
About how they were like, hey, you're just going to play fucking receiver. Fuck you. Learn how to play. And then they were like, 5 years later, Bill Belichick's like, man, you're pretty good at running the ball.
You know what's crazy?
You want to take his hand off?
It's like you look at him and they're like, fuck, dude, like, C-Flash-P is pretty big. Like,
big sauce.
I'm telling you, man, he's hard to take down. He's really hard to take down. And I think one thing that's about a Hall of Famer is, like, they always talk about this with Steph Curry, like, he revolutionized the game. I do think that Cordell Patterson, to a point, revolutionized the game. I think he was a big reason why the kickoff was for the wedges, the four-man wedges.
Hester, yeah.
Part of it was safety. I understand that, but I think part of it was Cordell Patterson.
Yeah, I mean, it was Hall. I mean, I think in this generation, and I'm a footballer. I'm pretty deep in the woods about old guys. I don't remember a lot of the great kick returners in the 80s and 90s.
That's where he has Devin Hester. He's a better kick returner than Devin Hester.
So here's what I would say.
Hester has him on punt.
In the 25 years I've been alive, or 26, I don't know how old I am anymore. Dante Hall, Devin Hester, C-Flash-P. I don't know who the guys were in the fucking 80s and 90s. You want to say Deion Sanders? I don't think Deion Sanders comes fucking close to those three guys.
No.
So that's what I would say. Like, those three guys changed the game.
Yeah. And if I had to rank them, I'll go Hester, C-Flash-P, then Dante Hall. I think Dante Hall's in a different tier, too.
Hester Hall, C-Flash-P in my book, man. Dante Hall, the most dangerous. You just hate her on the Chiefs, my boy.
Maybe.
Let's get to the over-under. What you think? So it's 4.5, Juan.
Yeah.
That seems fucking low.
I'm going
over too. I mean, you go over on every one, so actually, I think you're under. Yeah, you're under. Do you want under this other one on the Saints? That seems crazy low, man. I know the quarterback's worse, but
yeah,
they can win 5 games.
Most definitely, they're gonna be fun. I think they're gonna be one of the most fun teams to watch. Like, you know how, like, Bill Simmons is always saying league pass teams. This is gonna be like an NFL Sunday ticket team where you're watching Red Zone and they're just somehow always popping up.
Yeah, you're like, fuck.
But they're getting their ass kicked, probably. Like,
that might be the Eagles. 21 down, they're just like the best team in the world once they're down by 21 points.
Exactly. So best case, I got them winning 7 games.
Best case, I think 6 or 7. I'm in that range with you. I get it. For us, like Ritter, but I think the best case is like Ritter shows out. He's like, oh fuck, we got someone right here. The tall pass catchers are being tall.
Yeah.
Be like, hey, little Munchkin, get off. And I think the defense is, like, surprisingly competent. Yeah. And the worst case, what do you think the worst case is? 3? I don't think you can get much more.
I got 2.
I don't think
it can be a dumpster fire potentially.
And I think that's quarterback is just out of his, like, just trash. And then I think that would translate to Arthur Brown kind of loses the locker room. But I don't think Arthur Brown's in danger.
Exactly. One guy that I do want to mention, Arnold
Ikebiki.
Yeah, I have really high hopes for him.
I think he could be special.
He's an athletic fucking freak.
He's a Ferrari, no Jeep one.
Low-key. He a Penn State motherfucker, but I still like
Penn State be coaching them Ferraris.
I know. Penn State got
low-key, I thought Micah had that Ferrari. That boy got a freaking like Tonka truck too.
All right, man. Let's move on to the last team. Carolina Panthers bringing back Matt Rule, Ben McAdoo as OC, Phil Snow as DC. Last year, 5-12, fourth in the division, missed the playoffs. Look, I think we got to bank on something right here. It's Matt Rule. He's on the hot seat. I think
that's fucking hotter than it is in this room right now with all these neons.
He's the coach that's first on the list to get fired this year. Some of the key additions that they have.
Ekwonu,
left tackle that they drafted, winded up just acquiring Baker Mayfield from the Browns a couple weeks ago. They got DT Matt Ioannidis
from Washington,
and Matt Corral. They drafted him.
Let's just talk about. We didn't talk about Baker. We never made a video about it, so I want to talk about Baker first.
Yeah.
This is my number one storyline. So Darnold and Corral weren't doing it for you, so you were like, Baker's a fucking guy.
Why not? Tell me why not, Max.
I guess why not, yeah.
I mean, look, you're only paying them. You're paying them what?
1 year contract. Basically.
It's $5 million, $3 million.
Yeah, $5 million.
The Cleveland Browns got fucked because they're paying the majority of his contract.
So you actually are a fan of the Baker move, just to throw some more shit against the wall and see what sticks.
Fuck it.
Yeah, I get it. I'm just like, it's just to me, it's just too much controversy. Like I would have just went with Corral. Like fuck it.
Yeah, I think if you're Baker, a Corral guy, I don't like it.
I love Week 1 Browns versus Panthers. I fucking think that's awesome, dude.
You think he's gonna win the job?
I think so. I think he's so much more physically gifted than Darnold. I know Darnold's your boy. I think this was the nail in the coffin.
It's time
to let him down. Time to
let
rest.
Let me down easy.
Let him rest. Let him rest. But I feel bad for Matt Rule too, having to hitch his wagon to Sam Darnold and PJ Washington and shit.
You know what? Matt Rule has been the coach that he fixed things. Like he goes to an organization or college team, Temple, you name it, and
Baylor.
Yeah, he turns it around automatically.
When we thought he did it. We thought last year was going to be a whole different story. Look, 4 weeks in, they were 4-0. Their defense looked like the best in the league. They got so many cornerbacks and defensive pieces. Sam Darnold was looking aight. Christian McCaffrey was healthy for those 2 weeks or 3
and they just fall off a fucking cliff, dude. And it's so alarming because I really do think Matt Rule is the problem. And I don't think it's a player issue. I do think it's a coaching issue. When you hire a guy like Joe Brady and you wind up firing him a couple weeks in, it's a problem. Like, not everyone's on the same page.
I like Matt Rule a lot, man, so it hurts for you to say that. But I think there's some like truth to what you say, man. It's true. It's like, hey, who the fuck hired Joe Brady? Matt Rule.
Right.
So that looks bad on you. And look, he's had a hard shake. You'll agree that he's had no quarterbacks worth the shit. And I think he's done a good job with the defense. The defense, to me, is the best part about this team.
Yeah. And I think people are going to give him a lot of shit for the Sam Darnold deal. I mean, hindsight is 2020.
We loved it 3 weeks in. We were like fucking blowing Sam Darnold on this podcast. I haven't made that reference in a long time, but... Yeah.
Because hindsight is
2020.
Yeah, it really is. Because now it's easy. It's like, why the fuck did you guys pay him all that money and trade all this? I mean, they didn't have a fucking quarterback, bro. But they got Baker, they got Darnold, they got Corral. They got so many fucking options if shit winds up going south. If Rule doesn't at least win, saying it right now, at least 7 games, he's out.
I think you have to win 7 and you have to look competent like the rest of the games.
Yes.
And do you think a healthy Christian McCaffrey can save this team?
No. Fuck no. I don't think so.
He doesn't move the needle.
He doesn't move the needle. I don't.
You are a huge
I still
McCaffrey
love him.
Fan.
Everyone
out there. This guy was telling me when it was drafted, I was like, I'm all Leonard. He's like, no, CMC's the guy. CMC's going to be the best.
I still think he's really good, Max, but I don't think he's the level of
a Derrick Henry or Jonathan Taylor anymore.
I need to see it because I'm yet to. And I don't know how fucking Matt Rule's going to use them. He hasn't used them all that well.
I mean, he hasn't really
can't use them, I know. But even when he has played, it hasn't looked good.
Do you have any thoughts about the defense? Do you still like it?
I love the defense.
I love it.
Oh my goodness, man! Phil Snow's gonna have some fucking fun with this defense. It's one of the most funnest defenses on paper in the league. You got Brian Burns, Derek Brown's kind of a disappointment, honestly.
Got to step. It's his third year, so I mean the book's not written. But as of so far, you're correct.
Yeah, Shaq Thompson, Corey Littleton, Dante Jackson, Jeremy Chin, Xavier Woods, J.C. Horn, C.J. Henderson.
How mad are you going to be if Corey Littleton just remembers how to play football?
I'm going to be so pissed. It's going to fucking make me mad. But I love what they do on defense, man. They do some creative stuff. It reminds me a lot of Brandon Staley, a lot of like new age, new philosophy type of things. But what do you need with that? You need players.
And consistency. I think the defense can sometimes though, it's the offense's fault, right? Where it's like, man, these motherfuckers been really good for 2 quarters, and now Sam Darnold threw 3 fucking picks.
But you know what? You look at the offense, Max. If Christian McCaffrey can get his shit together, they have something because DJ Moore, one of the most underrated receivers in the league, he's fucking good.
Really good.
Really fucking good, man. And he's just consistently under the radar. Just
here's your
1,000 yards
1,200
there.
yards, 8 touchdowns, whatever I do. I'm low key a really good receiver, but no one gives a shit because I've never had a quarterback.
And I think saying all this, Max, and we're going all over the place with this team, and I think it's because for one reason, they don't have an identity.
They're not a defense team. They're an offense team.
Yeah, like what the fuck are they? Yeah. They're like, oh, he's pretty good.
We always talk about it with the Cowboys. It's like, what are we? Are we a pass team? Are we a run team? Are we a team that plays defense?
Yeah.
And
if I had to put my finger on it, and if I was running the team, I would say our identity should be that secondary.
I would say
it's special.
I would say we play good defense. We let our corners cover good. We take care of the ball. We ground and pound, and then we'll take a couple shots a game.
Yeah,
that's what I would do.
Exactly. Let's get to the over/under on them. They got 5.5.
I had over. I erased it. I went under. I think they're going to be right at 5. Matt Rule's done. I hope I'm wrong though. I hope I'm wrong about this one. I like Matt Rule.
I'm going under as well.
You went under on this one heavy.
Yeah, I went under. I think the best case scenario,
I think it's 7, just like you said.
I'm going to go 8.
Okay.
8 wins. Worst case scenario, 2 wins.
Yeah, 2 or 3, and it's just quarterback disaster. Best case is like one of the quarterbacks works out and CMC's healthy, some shit like that.
This shit can burn down to the ground.
Oh, yeah, 100%.
Easily.
Burn to the ground.
Yeah. And not looking so good for the owner for his first head coach hire. Let's get into some ranking of these bad boys, and we'll talk a little award predictions for the division. So, I'm going to start it off. I'm going to go Tampa Bay, number 1. New Orleans Saints, number 2. Atlanta Falcons, 3. Panthers, 4.
I have the
same as last year.
Same exact thing, man. I think if Atlanta maybe kept Matt Ryan, they could contend for the second, but I think it's the same in the Panthers. I'd say they have a shot to be the 3rd team, but I'd be pretty surprised.
How far are the Saints from the Bucs?
Quarterback. Whatever the gap is between Jameis and Tom.
That's a pretty wide gap.
I would say so, yeah. I think the Saints have a better roster.
What if they make a trade? Who do you see them trading for at quarterback? Let's say if Jameis winds up fucking getting hurt again early in the season.
I don't know. Kirk Cousins. I don't know. Kyler.
Teddy Bridgewater again.
Teddy B. Can't go wrong. I don't know. Jalen Hurts. Can't wait.
I don't think so.
No, I don't.
We'll
Jimmy
see,
G.
Jimmy G is a guy out there, but I think, like you said, they're gonna go with Jameis unless something crazy happens. MVP. I'm going with Brady.
I'm going with Jameis. I think big year.
Shut the fuck. Are you serious?
I'm dead ass, yeah.
Oh my god. You love yourself some squints.
Where's the camera?
Fucking Jameis, man. All right, yeah. I got Brady. Defensive player of the year. Who you got?
I almost went Antoine Winfield, but I'm gonna go Marshawn Lattimore. Earn that money.
Earn that money, man.
Defend the scrubs. Be consistent. Defend the scrubs.
Don't let Rashard Higgins kill you.
I know, right?
I got J.C. Horn. I think he's fucking special, man.
I hope so for the Panthers' sake. I was never a huge fan of him, but I like what I saw in the 2 or 3 games he played.
Yeah, that secondary is special, man. And I think him sitting because of injury and seeing how Stephon Gilmore handles himself as a pro and how it's done is really going to help him for this year. So I think he's going to have a really big year. Rookie of the year for offense, I got Chris Olave, my boy.
I got Drake London. Receivers are going to be nice. I think Drake London is just a problem waiting to happen in the NFL. Like, no one's going to know how to stop that dude.
Like we said, the Atlanta throw-it-ups, man.
The Atlanta throw it up. Watch it all fall out.
We got to play that when we're talking about them in, like, our week, our recaps during the week, man, if they have some big weeks. Defensive rookie, who you going?
Logan Hall from Tampa Bay. I think he's going to play in a really stacked team. Like Vita Vea next to him. Shaq Barrett. Yeah. That's why.
I'm going with
Arnold
Ikebidi. I'm saying that fucking wrong, but he's a defensive end, basically outside linebacker for the Atlanta Falcons. Out of Penn State, we're talking
pass rusher.
Yeah. And the athleticism from that guy, I think it's really special. And he's on a bad team where you could probably get some garbage sacks, put up some good stats.
Hopefully they're in some games where the team has to throw the ball.
True. That is true. You bring up a good point. But I'm going to go with him, man. I'm going to go with Big Arnold. All right. But I think that's going to do it for the NFC South.
I think so. That one, I was kind of dreading it just because it's like there's no quarterbacks, but I had a good time.
Is this the worst division in football?
Yeah, right now.
Worse than the NFC East.
Hey. Stop it. I think NFC North is worse than the NFC East.
Really?
Yeah.
Well, we'll see.
Let's do them next. Let's do it.
Let's do it. All right. If you guys are new to the channel, go ahead and hit that subscribe button. Hit that like button, man. It helps us out tremendously. Gets us recommended. It gets us up in the algorithm. Maybe on the YouTube homepage.
You know what I love? I love when they comment. I love when we have to interact with people. More specifically, you have to interact with people.
Yeah. Hey, man, give us your thoughts, opinions. Are we tripping? Do you guys agree? Anything that we missed out? Like, I can't believe you guys didn't talk about this. Mention it, bro. And we'll chat it up in the comment section. Apple Podcast, Spotify users, go ahead and hit that subscribe/follow button. Write a review on us. Tell us how amazing we are.
We are.
Because we are amazing. Shout out to the new lights. Shout out to the new angle.
Shout out to the dungeon.
Hey, we love doing this, man. We love doing the division previews. And if this is not your division and you're looking for another one, go ahead and hit these videos, man. Maybe that's the division you guys want to see. We're talking about it. We'll see you guys in the next one, though. We out. Peace.